I'm a huge jewelry guy. Um, I'm talking like I love watches, necklaces, different color necklaces like gold, silver. That's about it. And like rings. I have an earring and stuff. Not two. I don't know why, but I got one left side, not the right side, because that's LMFAO community type stuff. Uh, oh boy, rough start. Um, Big jewelry guy. I love jewelry. I love different styles of them. Like I really into them. Ever since I found out about jewelry, and style, that's where it all began, and like that's how I grew an obsession with that, especially jewelry. I started buying stuff and seeing like, oh, this new watch and this new necklace and like this ring, and like I grew in my collection. It's not very big, but like it's a pretty decently big collection. I was happy with all of it. I was proud of like the things that I have, and like I was satisfied with the the collection that I had. Until I wasn't. What happened? I was unsatisfied, and like I was happy with like the things I had, but like I wanted more. And recently I came across um a new watch that Casio put out. It's like a pearly watch that looked like super slick, very cool. In my opinion, very cool style, and it was silver, and I really liked it. And then I realized pretty tight on money, and I later just didn't like end up buying it because it kind of forgot about it, and like tight on money. Um, there was a time as well where I became quite materialistic. I really liked clothes and like cool looking stuff, things that I kind of thought that I needed, but I didn't. And it got to a point where I'm like, you know what, I don't need more. Like I don't need more than I have right now because I have enough. So, you see, excuse me, um, not everything you see that is nice and beautiful and cool, um, you don't need to have it. Sure, it's like a nice watch, that's a nice car, nice headphones, um, nice computer, nice phone, but I don't need it. It's not something necessary that I need when I already have something that works just fine. Now, this insight came from this lovely book right here, The Men We Need by Brent Hansen. Very amazing book if you're interested in the stuff that I talk about and like masculine, um, godly masculinity and like Christ-like masculinity. Then like this book really goes into like how to be a man, and a follower of Jesus aspect of like manhood, which I do talk about in this channel quite a bit. Um, but this insight that I got, uh, it gave some really great examples about like not having everything you see and want. Um, he titled it as "That's Cool and I Don't Need It," I think, or I'm pretty sure that's how he titled it. Oh, that's awesome and I don't have to have it. Yeah, as you can see here. Um, I can't read that backwards. The ambition for contentment. Um, I'm gonna title this "That's Cool and I don't need it." which is true. Like everything that you see that's cool and that's awesome, you don't need it. And when you live in a day-to-day basis like this, it can really, really help a lot in like budgeting and also like um, being smart with your money. It doesn't have to be like materialistic things either. I'll give you an example. So when I went to the gym about like a few days ago, I'll give you that. Um, there is a lot of good-looking people in the world, and it is unavoidable to see attractive girls, because they're everywhere. Especially when I went that particular day to the gym. Um, but the thing is, I am absolutely in love with my girlfriend, and I would do a lot for her, and I want to keep her, and like I love her a lot, more than you can imagine, and I wish and hope to stay loyal to her. Not hope. I want to stay loyal to her, and I will. And so I always just use this title that I put and repeat it in my head over and over again, because when you have that kind of temptation, like a good looking girl in front of you, and you have a history of always trying to like attract a girl that looks good, and like you have like a somewhat good conversation skills that you like want to go up to her, um it like it stays in your head, and like it can scare you or me. I'm talking about me specifically, but I'm saying you for some reason. It can scare me because it's like I really, really love my girlfriend, um but this thing is bothering me while I'm at the gym now. Thank the Lord that I am not confident enough to have to go and speak to somebody like that. I've only done it once, and it was terrifying. But I don't like the thought of that in my head. Like I just want to focus on the workout and nothing else. Like just nobody else. Like I don't need the approval of multiple women when I have the approval of the love of my life. And so when I come across a problem like this, I tend to always be like, my girlfriend. Like I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. And she's way better than anybody in this gym, and it works a lot of the time. But then I sometimes also think about the phrase, "That's a beautiful woman, and I don't need her," or "She's attractive, and that's it. Nothing else. Just leave it at that, and try to get my head out of that." And it works. A lot of the time, it works, and I'm glad it does, because I don't want to cheat on her, and like I have no intentions to, but given who I used to be and like who I was, and that's the same thing. Given who I was, I always looked for female approval, and now that I got it, it's like my brain doesn't register that kind of chip, like female approval, boom, you got it. Like it's not registering that, and every time I go to the gym and there's attractive girls around, it's like, oh, I need their approval and stuff. It's like, no, the freak you don't. Like just work out, man. Like and so I think this is a really good practice that I've been doing. And to my lovely girlfriend watching, no, you have nothing to worry about, okay? I am very much so certain about her, and like very, very in love with her. And that's how it's gonna be. But of course, there's these kind of things that I can't avoid because it's gonna be everywhere. Like, so I want to like share this insight because I know you might be struggling with it as well. Like it happens to everyone. Um, but we don't have to act on it, like, but what's better, staying with your girlfriend that you could potentially get married with and that you love a lot, or cheat and fulfill that desire that you have and be unhappy because it's like you cheated, and then you're probably gonna have a history of that and you're gonna like repeat yourself and stuff. Let's just avoid that and just be like, that's an attractive girl, move the other way. You can acknowledge it, doesn't mean you have to, excuse me, oh my gosh, I'm burping a lot. Doesn't mean you have to act on it, but like, it's okay if you acknowledge it. Like, you don't have to say anything out loud. But be weary, be on guard, and like, make sure that you stay true, stay loyal, and if you struggle with this a lot, then pray about it, And I'm the last person to be able to say that because I don't pray as much as I would like to, but I know for a fact that it helps. A quote from the book that I really like: contentment brings freedom, discontentment makes you dependent. You and I, come here. You and I both need to learn to be happy with what we have and to find joy in it. Alright, that's me and you and I, we'll work on this. Okay? Now, don't use this as an excuse to like not work and not to grind and put effort into your studies or goals. Like, sure, you can be happy with where you're at, but like, doesn't mean you're allowed to like slack off and stuff and like be a sloth, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, in this time with the things and the people that you have, you should try your best to find absolute contentment in all of these things. Be ambitious though, be goal striving, be a hard worker in the things that you love. But don't do it just because you want more success, more fame, more money, more, this and that. Like, just learn to be able to just be content. There's not like practical step-by-step things on how to be content and like how to find peace and joy in your life. It's kind of like a mental thing. It's also like it's a mental thing, basically. It is something that you have to think about and be like, you know what? Find joy in your life. And actually, one of the things I will say, because contentment kind of ties in with like being grateful and like gratitude. And I suggest that you start gratitude journaling. Get a journal, a little book, paper, anything. You can do it on your phone, but I'd suggest writing it down because why not? It's better. And like every morning, whenever you want, but like either when you first wake up or like you can go brush your teeth, wash your face, and then write stuff. And any way you want to do it, but just try every morning to just write down like 3 bullet point things about what you're grateful for. And it can be anything, honestly. Like, I'm grateful for this pen, like I'm grateful that my girlfriend gave me this pen, and I'm grateful that she thought about me and her trip when she went to the island, And I'm grateful for the people who made this pen because it allows me to be able to write and to use it to the best of its ability. Grateful for music, for my headphones, for my water bottle, for this chair, for this phone. You know, there's so many things to be grateful about, and I think when you do that, you can find a lot of contentment in your life and like a lot of joy and like, peace and being like, you know what, I'm grateful for the things that I have and I'm content with them. But again, you know, be ambitious, be goal striving, and just use this wisely. You know, don't use it as an excuse. Be content with your life, and easier said than done. Honestly, I feel you. It's like it kind of goes out one ear, like in one ear and then out the other. But I highly suggest, you know, just try your best to be content with your life. Hope this helps. See you in the next one.